Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, Free Britney. It's the day Brit fans have been waiting for. Her literal day in court. Will this be the beginning of the end of that conservatorship? Then, meat-free, flavor-full. We're back in the fabulous kitchen of Coco and Lala for their latest vegan creation. And from tipping to Thanksgiving to a porpoise, y'all have a lot to say this week. So we are opening up Jason Show mailbag. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good morning, Edina. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, St. James. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Subway's Sandwich Artist of the Month, Kendall Mark, everyone.
A true artisan. That's me.
Kendall, I notice that I'm allowing you to sit again today.
Yeah, so nice of you.
People email all the time.
All the
Jason,
time.
why don't you let Kendall sit? And I say, well, dear random viewer, I don't like her. And
At all.
At all.
0%.
No, but you're still injured, but you did go to the doctor, right?
I did. A lot of you messaged me that I should go to the doctor, including my mother, Dar,
yeah,
and like 75 other people. So I went, and about 8:30 last night, we got the results back of my x-ray. Nothing is broken. I just have a deep contusion, which means my bones are very, very bruised. So it feels like it's broken. This is from the doctor, because I was like, I really wanted to tell my husband it was broken.
Yeah.
He was like, you can tell him it hurts just as much. So it hurts just as much.
We'll try not to make you laugh today.
Great.
I'll try to make you guys laugh there, but not her.
Yeah.
Let's try to make our audience laugh today. Let's say hello to our audience. It's Latoya. Hi, Latoya. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hello, I'm well. How are you guys?
Good, Latoya. Where are you zooming in from?
I'm zooming in from the Twin Cities right here in Minnesota.
Beautiful. I hear, I got a little information on you. I hear you love one of my favorite shows on HBO. You like True Blood?
Oh my God, yes.
Thank you.
I love True Blood.
Latoya, isn't that one of the best shows HBO ever did? It's just, it's one of the best shows.
Yes, absolutely it is. Everything is amazing.
Latoya, speaking of HBO, have you ever watched 6 Feet Under?
Yes.
Do you like 6 Feet Under?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Latoya.
Look at us twinning.
I know, we are twinning. I love it. Oh, that is one. Latoya, how good was that last episode of 6 Feet Under? Was that not one of the best finales ever?
I mean, I feel like we could have had a little bit more because I want to see more of the next season,
Yeah.
but it was wonderful. I loved every minute of it.
I forgot. We have to do a show. Here I am just talking to Latoya like we're shopping or something. Latoya, we'll talk later, okay?
All right.
Okay, I got a show to do, right? I'm talking to Latoya like we're high school
feeling
friends.
very left out because you were talking about all these shows that I've
Well,
never
you're sitting
heard
down.
of.
I can barely see you.
I know. I do feel like I'm only like 2 feet tall right now.
Can I tell you, I had the craziest morning today. So for people that don't know, I do this program and I also have a radio show over there on My Talk 1071. I do the morning show over there, 6 to 9. And I do the show from here at Fox Studios in Eden Prairie. And Alexis, my co-host, my executive producer, Dawn, Kenny, Traffic, Kitty, Kenny, they're all in other places. And I've been doing it here for 6 years. So I'm connected by the internet. That's how I connect over here. The power.
Is that how that works, the
yeah,
internet?
Yeah. The power went out on our building, at our building here at Fox 9. And I'm sitting there, I'm recording something, and I hear this roo. And I thought, what in the name of Oprah Winfrey is that? And then I looked at the boxes that control the internet. Everything was flashing red. And that's never a good sign. You want flashing green. You do not want flashing red.
No.
So I was down. Somebody hit, I guess, what was it? Well, tell me, Traffic Tina, you know, yeah.
All I know is that XL Energy was fixing the power lines off 494.
Okay, at our exit, right?
Yeah, right around her.
Was it a squirrel or something? Or what? No, was it?
I cannot confirm or deny any reports that I don't have immediate access and knowledge of.
Oh, well, she's very... You're very
Miriam Mim
official.
Davey is watching,
wow,
okay?
she is very, because Kendall's also Traffic Tina for the
Yes.
Fox 9 Morning News. So you put your journalism hat on. So you're not. We talk rumors here. You ain't talking rumors there. I like that.
No, Traffic Tina is very serious.
That's right. Because you know who's watching right now? Our new big boss, Marion Mim Davey. She don't play.
Miriam Mim Davey is not playing.
By the way, guess what? Today's a big day. She's moved up to the big office upstairs.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. This is not, I don't like this. She's usually down here. I have access to her, and now she's up there, and I got to pass the gatekeeper. There's a gatekeeper there. He's like a little gargoyle, and I got to pass him.
Yes.
And I got to, like every day, there's a new password to get in her office.
There's a door with a fob.
Well, I'm just going to wait. He's going to start eating a sandwich, and then when he's not looking, I'm going to like run by him and run to her office.
Do you need my help? I could be a diversion.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Roll it. I wish I could just talk to LaToya for the rest of the hour. Just
could.
talking to her about HBO.
What
But I
if she
want to
thinks
talk to
Game
you
of
guys
Thrones?
because I love these folks. Hey, it's a big day for Brit, the Free Britney movement. She's expected to appear before a judge to address her conservatorship. Britney's fans believe she's been unfairly controlled against her will for years. Her father has been in control of her estate since she had a mental health crisis in 2008. He says she remains vulnerable to fraud and manipulation. If the judge does not make a last-minute decision to seal the proceedings, we should learn what Brit says. All I know is, and we were discussing this, we had a nice conversation, I'm usually snarky, but with Britney, she's had mental health issues. I'm not going to attack someone like that or even make a snide comment. I am worried about those videos. I'm not going to lie. I have two eyes. I'm looking at those videos, and something seems awry. Having said that, all I want is, if Britney needs a conservatorship, and maybe she does, all I know is I don't think it should be her father. I almost think it should be someone not connected to the family. Someone like just a Switzerland. She needs Mr. or Mrs. Switzerland. She needs someone like a Geneva. Just get in there. Don't favor the father or the rest of the Nutter Butter family, and then just have Britney's best interest in mind. That's number one. Not profit, not lawyers' fees, nothing. Britney is number one. That's what they need.
Well, I believe at one point she wanted it to be her sister. If I might be remembering that correctly, because they seem to have a pretty good relationship. But I agree. I think it just needs to be someone who's not affiliated with the whole thing. I mean, there's people that are court appointed all the time for things. Why not for this too? I don't know.
I think about who I would want. Like, I would trust.
Me?
Not in a million years. No, I would trust you. I actually would trust you.
I would be an excellent conservator.
No. And Jeff, maybe. But then again, Jeff, come on, Jason, let's cross the street. Ooh, you know what I mean?
Bus Jason.
Yeah. Come here, Jason.
No, Jace, come on.
Next in the dish, a local guy pops up on America's Got Talent. You maybe remember Josh Blue. He's from St. Paul and was on our show a few years ago. He's a comedian with cerebral palsy. Remember this guy? Look at this.
You guys see this bracelet?
Yeah.
Good. Just making sure. Look, everybody always thinks that this is one of those copper magnetic healing bracelets. Like, hey, does that thing work? I'm like, oh yeah, man. I was in a wheelchair last week.
Oh!
I'm gonna put it on this arm next week. I better take it off soon, though. I don't want to get too better. Might mess up my show, and then I have to figure out how to be a magic singing ventriloquist or whatever.
He got 4 yeses from the judges, a standing ovation from the crowd, and he's moving on to the next round. That's good. And not, you know what, and I how can I say this? I'm glad that he's doing it on his merit, not for some sort of sympathy vote or, oh, shucks, that's a good story. No, he's funny. Move him because he's a good guy, and not a good guy, but he is a good guy, but he's talented.
Right. He takes taking something that happens to you that some people could arguably and well-fundedly sit down and be like, that sucks. And he's gone, I'm going to bring some levity to this situation, and I'm going to show them how funny I am, and I can make fun of myself and make fun of whatever I want to.
Turning lemons into lemon pound cake.
Yes.
Another contestant that blew away the judges was Jimmy Herod. He got off to a shaky start, but that didn't stop him. Look at this, guys.
What song are you going to sing?
I'm gonna sing Tomorrow from Annie.
Are you serious? Do you know that is my worst song in the world?
You kidding me?
It's gray and lonely. I just stick out my chin and grin and say, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day.
Sophia gave him the golden buzzer right there. But there is controversy. Maybe a little drama. Because some fans online think that all of that the performance, everything was actually a promo in disguise for NBC's Annie Live, the musical, coming to NBC later this year. Imagine that.
Oh.
I don't like to put my aluminum foil hat on. I'm not big for conspiracy theories.
Not on Wednesdays.
Even though I did see a chupacabra about 5 years ago on Highway 100, Minnetonka Boulevard.
Yep.
4 a.m. We had eye contact, and we had a moment, and then it walked into St. Louis Park.
Yep.
But I don't normally believe in conspiracy theories. I believe this. I think it's a promo for Annie Live.
Well, Sofia Vergara does do a lot of promotional stuff.
Yeah, and if I was a producer of that show, I'd push back because that kind of cheats the audience. And this is supposed to be a real talent competition. You don't fake out the audience like that. Even though it's AGT, we're not talking about 60 minutes, but yeah. Still ahead, we're going back to the start of a late night legend's TV career. The show that really did start it all for David Letterman. It's not the show you're thinking of. But next, you don't want to go anywhere. I mean it. Please don't turn on The View. We're showing you the trailer for a new Netflix dating show. What are you watching right now? We'll explain. And then our favorites are back. We're going in the kitchen with Coco and Lala as they put a vegan spin on a Southern cooking staple. What is it? You're going to find out when we come back. Stay right there. Back after these messages.
Some cool thing that I didn't know about you. You're a very mysterious guy. You have a lot of mystique around you.
Fair.
And one time I found out that you were a rapper. I found out you were a break dancer. You actually showed us some moves on the show.
That's right.
And I remember that. That was great. But I did not know that you did an instructional video.
Uh-oh.
On how to break dance.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember doing this?
Oh, my God. Yes, I do remember doing this. It was the highlight of my life.
I will refresh your memory. Here's Vin Diesel. I don't know when. Teach you how to break dance. Take a look.
Out the right and cross the left. Remove the left leg and replace further left.
That's my move. That's my move at the club. I go to the club. That's my move. I always do. I go, oh my God, just stand still. I'm just gonna worm through you and out to. Wow, my gosh, that was it. That's a big time.
The side worm. It was the
Thank
side
you.
worm.
Jimmy digging up some old video of Vin Diesel. Oh, I can't dance in general, let alone break dance. I was a kid. That was one thing in the 80s I could not do.
I'm so surprised.
Are you? I'm sorry. Did anybody see that shade move in? Oh,
Did
my
anybody
goodness.
see you dancing with Janet's dancers?
I know. It's in the open. Oh, no, we don't have it in the open. But no, it is. It is where I go
I'm
against.
totally kidding. I think you could learn a 6-step.
Know thyself. It is where I go very much against stereotype. Everyone thinks, oh, all gay guys can dance. No. We can't all dance. I'm not good with floral arrangements. I am very good at interior decorating, though.
See, we all have our gifts.
That's right. Again, sometimes the good Lord gives with both hands. And for me, it was a hand and a half. That's right. Next in the dish. Speaking of Vin Diesel, in a new interview for our favorite magazine, Men's Health, Vin talked about...
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm healthy.
I know.
Vin talked about a former feud he had with The Rock. Apparently, it stems from The Rock's debut on Fast and the Furious 5, or as they call it, Fast 5. Vin was a producer on the movie and apparently took a tough love approach. He says the audience came into the film with expectations and assumptions about the former wrestler, and he wanted to give viewers something they wouldn't expect. The Rock shaded him back in 2016, saying he liked his female co-stars, but not the male co-stars. The two, thank goodness, have made peace since. Thank goodness. I like my male and my female. I like everyone here. Everybody.
Just a couple beefy bros that just couldn't get along.
That's right. Beefy bros that couldn't get along. That's a chapter in my autobiography. That's right. Next in the dish, think about this. Think about this. The Bachelor meets The Masked Singer. Not really sure what that would look like? Well, thanks to Netflix, we now know. Look at this.
I want to get married. I want to have babies. Before I'm like 26, do you have health insurance?
Welcome to the strangest blind date ever.
Well, I've ever seen.
This is really weird right now.
Would you count this as a weird experience for you?
Cheers.
So I like your fin.
So what if I pick you and I'm not what you expect underneath? Oh my God!
I've kissed this girl and I don't know what she looks like.
I'm literally just like in love with the moment.
Pull.
Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Oh! Time has come.
This is gonna be really tough for me.
I can't choose both of you. I've made my decision.
My sexy beast is...
This is what happens when Netflix turns their dating shows over to photographer Eric.
Oh my God, don't make me laugh.
Because you don't know him as well as we do, but this is exactly, Kendall, am I right? I'm sorry to make your ribs hurt.
Don't make me
but
laugh.
you know this, photographer Eric, this would be him in the pitch meeting. Okay, here's my elevator speech. We're gonna have a dating show. And then, but instead of them coming normally, we're gonna have them dress up like cockroaches and sharks and bumblebees. And then at the end of the show, they're gonna reveal themselves. And then they're gonna say, "You are my sexy beast." Now, Eric would say that to us and we would laugh him out of the room. But what happens? Eric takes that to Netflix and the next thing you know, Sexy Beasts hits Netflix in July.
And Eric's a millionaire.
And Eric's a millionaire and kissing us goodbye.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that hurts so bad, but
Okay,
wow.
let's go to LaToya real quick. LaToya?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes, and I'm mortified by it. But I need to.
No,
Me too, girl.
Let me just say, LaToya just didn't say, "Oh no, that doesn't look good." She's mortified. LaToya, can you imagine going on that show, not being able to tell your family, and then your family finds out that you're on a show called Sexy Beast and you're dressed up like a llama?
No, not at all.
How much do we love LaToya? Seriously.
So much.
LaToya, please come back every day. Please, just every day come back. Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, sweetie. We'll talk to LaToya more in a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Jason, did you watch the show Grimm?
No.
Okay, so there was
On
this
NBC,
show,
right?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a show called Grimm, and if you've seen it, that's exactly what the people they'd like turn into. They look just like that.
I think we've officially run out of ideas for dating shows. But you know who is going to love this more than anybody in the world? Producer Ted. Producer Ted. He's going to get his little peanut butter sandwich. He's going to sit there on his couch, his sparsely decorated house,
Yeah.
and he's going to eat his little sandwich, and he's going to watch Sexy Beast tip to tail.
Yep.
No pun intended. Tip to tail. Yeah.
Fin to flame.
Fin to flame. Giraffe to wildebeest. I can't. It's literally, I think that's the fourth horseman of the apocalypse. I really do.
It's
either
coming.
third or fourth. Next in the dish, we showed you the Thelma and Louise 30-year reunion from last weekend. It turns out it might not be the last we hear about the film. The movie's screenwriter also has a musical side to her. Despite bucking requests for sequels and reboots, she appears willing to make it a Broadway musical. She's teamed up with some theater folks to work on Thelma and Louise the musical. No word on when it will be ready for the stage. Let me add, if ever. There are just certain movies that you shouldn't turn into a musical, like Silkwood, you know?
Excuse me? Am I supposed to know what that is? The way you're laughing, I'm guessing no.
You have to be our age to get that.
Oh, old.
It's with Cher and
It's a Cher movie?
Meryl Streep. I guess you could sing. I mean,
It were Cher.
it's Cher, yeah. But my point being, my 37-year-old reference is just proving that there are just certain movies that you shouldn't make into musicals. Not everything needs to go to Broadway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If Sexy Beast is the fourth horseman, this is definitely the fifth.
Yeah.
We got to get ready, people. We're all gonna go.
Yeah, we don't need like Iron Lady the musical or Crash the musical. You know, out of Africa the musical. We don't need that. You know, we don't need Terms of Endearment the musical. Give my daughter the shot. Thank you. Actually, that could work. I'm gonna work on that actually. I'm sorry, does your rib hurt?
It hurts so bad. I'm never coming back.
I'm sorry. Let's see if Shane's ready to go.
Please.
Where is she today? Oh, she's at Town Ball, isn't she?
The musical.
Town Ball, Shh. There's a secret that you'll find out about very soon. But there is a Town Ball tonight, and then don't forget, I need all of you. July 14th, Parade Stadium in Minneapolis, live at 10 a.m. Get there around 9. It's free. You do not need tickets. Just show up. We want the biggest audience ever because the night people, the night side crew, all the evening, Ian Leonard, all of those fancy news people, they think they get the biggest crowds. I need you.
Yeah.
I want so many people there that Ian cries.
Yeah.
I want Ian Leonard to have to wipe his tears with his weird pants.
Yes.
Yes.
Tear a piece off and
I
wipe the
really
tears.
do. I want him in a pool of tears. Like, why aren't these many people with me?
You think if we get Cher to come, that people will come?
We'll perform Silkwood the musical there.
Perfect.
By the way, again, no tickets are necessary. Just show up at 9. There's off-street parking. You may have to pay for parking. I want to alert people of that because, you know, it's downtown, right by the Sculpture Garden, Parade Stadium. Gather your friends and neighbors. Come see me. Next in the dish, Joan Collins gives no more bleeps. She really doesn't. And when you're 88 and you're Alexis Carrington Dexter Rowan, you don't care. The 88-year-old former star of Dynasty is going off on one of her late co-stars. She slammed John Forsythe, R.I.P., in a new interview, saying she didn't like him. And he was a misogynistic blink. She said he had it in his contract that he was to make $5,000 an episode more than anyone else. And it just kept going up. And in all publicity photos, John had to be front and center. She eventually made $120,000 an episode, but could only appear in half the shows because they couldn't afford to pay her for more. So ABC could afford Blake, but they couldn't afford Alexis. And if you polled Dynasty watchers, we would pick Alexis over Blake any time of the day. Any time of the day.
Rude.
Now look, this is normal though. I mean, this was normal back in the 70s and 80s. The dudes always, hell now it still happens. But this is nothing new. But if you do Google Dynasty cast photos, you will notice John is right there. And the real star, and they were bitter. They were jealous of Joan. The show was in the turlet. It really was. It was about to be canceled. They tried to make it another Dallas. And then Joan came in the second season, and the ratings went up. So the rest of the cast was bitter Bettys. Sorry, she made you successful. She bought your houses. Be grateful. Don't be bitter.
Yeah.
What was that little face? I'm thinking of Silkwood the musical.
Cher.
We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back. If you watch the show, you know I love fried chicken. I do. I love a good wing. But hello, it's not exactly vegan friendly. Today we head back into the kitchen with our favorites, Coco and Lala, as they turn this Southern classic into a healthy vegan option. Look at this.
Hey Jason, thank you so much for having us back, Coco and Lala, back in the kitchen. We have a super amazing recipe for you, just for you.
I think Jason's gonna love this because he's a Southern guy.
Yes.
And we are making Southern fried chicken salad.
Yes. Did you hear that?
Veganized.
Southern fried chicken.
Southern fried chicken salad.
We turned it around.
We turned it around.
I know you guys are looking like, how did they turn that vegan? Well, you already know Coco and Lala got you. So we have some amazing things. And then you know we like to healthen it up. So our version is going to be full of vegetables and fruits.
Oh,
that's
yes.
all good for you.
All good for you.
All good for you.
So what are you starting with?
I'm gonna start with the crispy fried vegan chicken. Y'all see the skin on here?
Yes.
Who doesn't like chicken skin?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't feel like peeling it off. So
that's what happened.
I think most people are like, you know, who's gonna make chicken salad with the skin? We do.
Because that's
Coco
where the
Lala.
seasoning is. That's where the flavor is.
And that's why it's Southern fried.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at this.
So we're using Gardein Ultimate chicken
fillet.
So let's get started.
Okay, yes. Okay, so we're just dumping that right in.
Okay, what else you got?
I have some red grapes.
Okay, and if you have green grapes, you could use that.
Yes. Okay, then you guys, we have some amazing dried cherries. And like I said, we're really like about putting in lots of fruits, lots of vegetables.
Yes.
We're also gonna throw in some celery.
One thing about celery is a lot of people buy the celery and they buy it without the leaves. And go for it. Get the celery with the leaves. Chop those leaves up just like you would chop up regular celery. It is so good for you. The best part of the celery is actually the leaves, and you can chop it up, and we have some leaves in there, but you can't really tell.
Right.
And it's amazing. It's got a little bit more sweetness, so don't be afraid to use all of the celery.
And then we're gonna finish this off with some fresh dill because you need your fresh herbs in there while you can get them. Isn't it look pretty the way I set it up?
You set it up beautifully. I would have just dumped it all in.
I know.
So now we've got this beautiful presentation that Coco made. We're gonna add in some lemon juice.
Because you need an acid.
A little acid.
You can also use lime juice.
So we're gonna add in a little Dijon mustard. That was probably more than I wanted.
She said a little bit, and literally that was it because Lala over here does not like Dijon.
I'm a big Dijon fan. So
I love Dijon.
You can add it or you can keep it out. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic sea salt. And then we're gonna add in, slowly add in
a little bit of vegan mayo.
Vegan mayo, okay. And so now I'm going to gently toss. Okay, so now we've got this tossed.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
We're gonna put it with some bread.
We're gonna put it with some bread, and we are gonna go to town. Now, we'll put in the bread on top, mushing it down. And
look, Jason!
Southern fried chicken salad.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna taste this just for you because we can't not taste it. So here's to you, Jason.
Wait, cheers.
Cheers.
I can't talk.
Okay, I'm gonna talk. This is amazing, you guys. Make sure you guys try this.
Frenchy.
It's really good. Very flavorful.
Oh my God. Amazing. You going back in?
I am.
Okay, I'm going.
I love you, ladies. I love Coco and Lala so much. Thanks to photographer Eric. Good work on the piece. For more information, head to their website, realcocoandlala.com, and check out their Facebook cooking show. It's called Keeping Up with Coco and Lala. That looks really good. You guys know me. I haven't always liked a lot of vegan products. I would try that because I like some good chicken salad. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the start of a late night legend's show career isn't quite what you think. You'll understand when we come back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Today is a big day when it comes to TV history. 41 years ago right now, David Letterman got his first ever show on TV. But odds are you probably don't remember it. It's time now for another Jason Show Pop Culture History Lesson. Oh, there we go. The bell's ringing, y'all. Lunch is over. Class is in session. No, we did this. I do a version of this on the radio show because I joke. I may not be able to tell you where Utah is on a map, but I can certainly tell you how many seasons Knots Landing ran. 14, 344 episodes. Point being, it's putting the useless stuff in here to good use. Right, Kendall?
Right.
That's right. Class is in session. On June 23rd, 1980, the David Letterman Show premiered on NBC Daytime. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man for whom NBC canceled 3 game shows, David Letterman.
Welcome to the television program. I'm up here in the audience. I guess that's fairly apparent. I gotta say something to you people at home who may be saying to yourselves, what's the deal on this guy's haircut?
Oh, the audience, tepid laughter. Nothing better than when you get tepid laughter from a studio audience. So you heard Dave, the voiceover guy in the main open wasn't joking. Dave's show replaced 3 popular game shows on NBC Daytime: High Rollers, Chain Reaction, and Hollywood Squares. Yeah, but Letterman's edgy comedy didn't really work in daytime, and the show was a quick failure. Yeah, because I don't think people at that point, this is 1980, this is pre-Oprah. I mean, this is Phil Donahue, and a lot of local shows like this dominated daytime. It was either game shows or local shows like this. People tuning in weren't used to sarcasm and ironic humor and turning the format on its head. People tuned in and they wanted to, oh, look, it's Linda Lavin from Alice. They want... I'm pulling out every old reference today. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, next, the star of Trapper John ND. Yeah, anyway. But they wanted that. They wanted happy talk. Dave comes out, straps cameras to animals' backs, and people are like, what the is this? Sally, where's Dinah Shore? The daytime show was canceled only a few months later, ending in October of 1980. So, same year, 1980, 1980. See, at least we're entering our 7th year.
Yeah.
And the haters thought this wouldn't last. 7 years, y'all. Now, we'll see if we make it to 7 with the new boss in town, but we'll see, yeah. The show was a critical success, much like Dave's late night show was, introducing long-running bits like stupid pet tricks and small town news. You're watching, Jeff, this is the first one, right? You are watching, really, I'm not being dramatic, a piece of TV history. You are watching the very first Stupid Pet Tricks segment. This is how bad NBC wanted Dave gone. They paid him $1 million after the show ended just to sit on his butt and do nothing. And so he couldn't go to a competing network. They didn't want him. It's like when you break up with your ex, you don't want the person, but you don't really want anyone else to have them. That was NBC. We're going to pay you to sit out a year. And that's what happened. Letterman talked about his daytime show on the final episode of CBS's Late Show with David Letterman in 2015. Look at this.
You folks will be with us tomorrow. I'm going to learn how to milk a cow. That's oh my goodness, we've got a fire. Well, a little over there.
1980. My goodness. Set fire to Studio 6A by mistake.
You were that was in the morning.
Sparklers and confetti. Now, you weren't on the morning show.
I was not on the morning.
What was the problem? Why weren't you on the morning show?
Couldn't get up that early.
Couldn't get up that early. That's right.
Said
why should you be different than every other viewer?
No.
Very true.
Oh my God.
It was an utter failure. But if you go, seriously, if you go back and look at the show, knowing Dave, I mean, now we know Dave and we know his bits, we know his sarcasm, his like I said, his ironic take on comedy. If you go back and you watch that show, it's brilliant. I mean, it really is. It was just, here's a cliche, it was really ahead of its time. It was just irreverence that people didn't want or ever see in daytime. That's why they gave him the late night show. That's why they're like, oh, you're good, but maybe you're late night good. And that's why he was the good yin to the yang of Johnny Carson. Johnny's Tonight Show was polished and crisp. And, you know, they had a big band, a brass band. Letterman took that and flipped it upside down. You know, he put cameras on crew members. He put cameras on monkeys. He made ordinary people around him stars of the show. You know, he didn't have a big band. He had Paul. You know, they weren't allowed to. Johnny had certain rules. He couldn't, David Letterman was not allowed to have a sidekick sit next to him like Ed McMahon. He couldn't do a traditional monologue. And they had a list of guests that they were not allowed to book.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's why Dave's like, that's it? Well, then we'll do everything else. So, and if you watch, you know, I think, you know, Jeff and I are around the same age. That show was kind of an inspiration for me, you know, in a little bit. I mean, we try to make this show a little goofy. I look at that and I look at Dave's Late Show. That's what you want to be. I mean, everyone that does a job like this strives to be a little bit like that, you know, so.
Yeah, I think it's a good lesson on, like, if it doesn't work out one time, don't let it just totally knock you down. Because he made a massive career after being canned and 2 months later.
Classes closed, everybody. That is our latest Jason Show history lesson. We'll be right back with the mailbag right after this. Stay with us. And maybe we'll put a monkey or we'll put a camera on Eric's back when we come back. Welcome back to the show, friends. You comfortable over there? You feeling pretty good? I take that as a no.
I mean,
so can I get you anything? A heating pad, an ottoman, anything to make you more comfortable?
An ice pack and some Vicodin would be great.
I can do one of those things, ice pack. It's time to see what you have to say about the show. Let's open up the Jason Show mailbag. Roll it, Leo.
You got mail.
That's right. Well, first up, a comment about built-in tipping, which we discussed at the top of yesterday's show. Carol says, interesting idea about tipping all restaurant staff with a built-in 21%. My issue, she writes, is what if I don't get good service? I just gifted the wait person for less than stellar service. I've occasionally been the recipient of bad attitudes or neglect once the food has arrived. Thoughts? Great question. Thank you for that. Here's my view on that is, think of it this way. I've been the recipient too. I'm a big advocate, obviously, for restaurants. I have one. But I'm also fair. If I get bad service, this is what I always tell people. Don't get bad service and then go online and complain about it. I hear this from, and I know a lot of restaurant folks, give them an opportunity to fix it. Go to the manager and say, hi, you know, and come. You get more, more honey or more flies with honey. Don't come at them aggressively. Just say, hey, I just want to let you know this service hasn't been great. Good managers want to know that. As far as the tip and you're thinking like, oh, I'm awarding bad behavior, this is how I think of it. Folks like Ann Kim at Young Joni, that 21% isn't just going to your servers. It's going to everybody. It's making sure that the cooks who are doing the real hard work, they're getting paid just as good of a wage as your wait staff. So that's another way to look at it. Now that's what Ann does. That's why I love Ann Kim's version of that. She wants to be able to pay the back of the house people just as great as the front of the house. That's how it should be done. Those folks work really hard.
Yeah, because otherwise, oftentimes, it's kind of the onus is left on the server to then tip out the different people that work with them, and not all of them do it fairly or evenly. So think of it less like a tip and think of it more as just wages for everybody.
Yep. But go to a manager. Give them an opportunity to fix it. Next, a sweet message from Sedona on Instagram. She writes, my mom used to absolutely love your show. I grew up with your radio show, too, because of her love for you. She unfortunately passed away from cancer in April, and your show was the absolute highlight of all of her days. I want to thank you a million times and more for making her so happy. Well, no, thank you. I mean, my goodness, we get a letter like that, and I say this quite often. This is a ridiculous show. I mean, we on purpose. We don't try to make it serious. Our only job is to really make you laugh, and if we do that, and it brought your mom 2 minutes of comfort, 14 minutes of comfort, a season of comfort. I mean, there's nothing more I can ask for. It's nothing more that Ted and you and Jeff and Eric and how great is that this show did that for your mom? So no, we owe you a thank you. So thank you for taking the time to write that, and God bless you and your family. Bill is up next. Bill writes, my beautiful bride just texted me to take off July 14th because the Jason Show will be broadcasting live from Parade Stadium. So I took the day off. I love what Fox 9 is doing for Town Ball in Minnesota. I have been a men's amateur umpire since 1987. Good for you. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for me to say, because I'm a smart aleck. And I'm like little Eddie Haskell. I pick on the ones I love. Y'all know why I pick on Town Ball, not because I don't like it. It's because the bosses think it's the best thing since sliced bread. And I love to pick on our bosses. I can. You guys can't. So I'm like a conduit for you. Yeah. So next, so just get ready. July 14th, come see us, Parade Stadium. Next, on Monday, I mentioned something about green lights outside people's houses, an old wives' tale about it. Well, Mary Jo says, my understanding of the green outdoor light is in support of the military. I hope people aren't thinking I'm a swinger.
Mary Jo.
I can't help what people think of Mary Jo. I can't. Mary Jo, I love you. No, we were talking about, bluntly, we were talking about how I had always heard a little green light outside means green light go if you're a swinger.
Swinging.
And I will just tell you, that was a highly rated episode of our show. So I don't know. We're really big in the swinger community, I guess. Yeah.
Thank you.
Finally, a comment from Pam. I get a kick out of watching the show every day, but today when Jason said, quote, he's coming up like a porpoise looking for chum, I laughed so hard my cat came in the room to see what was the matter. I've been laughing all day every time I think of it. Well, that was in reference to that kissing guy on The Bachelor. He kind of rose up to kiss that woman, and he looked like Flipper. It was just kind of like...
Fade me.
Yeah, he just looked like a little porpoise. Who wants to be kissed by a porpoise?
Nobody.
Not me. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after these words. Back in a moment. Thanks for the letters, everyone. A porpoise. Welcome back. Don't forget, if you miss our show live, and please don't watch The View. You can catch us later on YouTube. Search for Jason Show TV right there on YouTube. We post full episodes every day. Thanks for supporting us on there as well. We're going to take a break, but first, the bubblegum goodbye question. Are you ready, Kendall? Okay, here's the mystery question. What smell do you absolutely hate? The answer when we come back right after this. Gotta think about that one. Welcome back, my friends. Okay, the bubblegum goodbye question. What smell do you absolutely hate? Ladies first, we're going to go to LaToya. LaToya, what smell do you absolutely hate?
I absolutely hate the smell of body odor. It's just... Okay, she wins. I love her. Ted, get her number. We're never letting her go. She's going to be here every day. Thank you, LaToya. Please come see me when we have our studio audience back. Kendall, your answer.
Okay, you know that Axe body spray that was really cool a while back? I got Axe bombed once. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I do know what that means.
Like holds it down and then they throw it into your room. No.
I'm with you. I think that is the most, I hope they're not a sponsor. I do not like Axe body spray. My other one is pine flavored anything. All my cleaning supplies.
Pine salt?
Yeah, Saul. Yeah, no, it has to be lemon. I would like lemon flavored cleaning products. Don't give me that pine crap.
The Pine Sol lady is going to come and tell you something.
That's fine. I
All
have a
about
word
yourself.
or two for her as well. Yeah. Your stuff smells.
Ah!
No, I do not like pine flavored anything. No.
Fine.
Sorry. Tomorrow on the show, Sarah Rogers from the Mall of America is back, and she's got some fun retro looks. That's right. Hello 80s. Hello 70s.
Hello.
We could maybe even go back to the 30s.
What?
I don't even know what they wore in the 30s. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. Stay cool. We'll see you back here tomorrow.